Angels, ancestors, guides, please guide this reading. Please bless this reading. Allow me to see all the messages I need to see and hear all the messages I need to see, hear, and feel all the messages I need to hear. Power and praise to the Most High. Through Him am I able. Only am I through Him am I able to do this reading and get these messages. Power and praise to the Father, Son, and Holy Spirit. Amen. 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 Thinking bee, thinking bee, thinking bee. Okay. Oh, thinking bee, thinking bee. I hope some people that joined this live have seen the Bee movie. If you have not, it's okay. I hope anybody who watches the replay back also has maybe seen the Bee movie. That would be lit, because that's kind of like, that's where the channel came from. So I'm just getting resituated, shuffling all my cards up. Hey. I hope you've seen the Bee movie. If you haven't, it's okay. Comment in the chat a bee if you've seen the Bee movie. Hey, welcome in, welcome in. Welcome in, everybody. Comment a bee if you've seen the Bee movie before. Hi. If you could leave a like in the live, I would appreciate it so much. Thank you. Hey to everybody who's saying hey. I'm just getting ready to start reading the cards, just getting the energy, shuffling the cards. If you're interested, stick around. I'm almost done shuffling the cards, and then I'm going to get into the reading. So this reading, I channeled it a couple weeks ago, and it's just about being consistent. Hey, Sam. Oh, thank you so much. Shout out Whitfield County. What? Yeah, sure. What's up, Regina? Hey. Welcome in, you guys. Thank you guys so much for hanging out with me. I'm just going to be reading some tarot. If you're interested, hang out. Yeah. Oh, I'm so sorry you're in the hospital. I hope you get better soon. Yeah, I channeled this reading a couple weeks ago. The message with this reading is to be consistent in something that you're doing, most likely like a side hustle. It's something that you really care about, and the results are very important, and they impact a lot of people, because the Bee movie is about how this one bee doesn't really want to be a bee, but like every other bee loves being a bee. They love making honey, and like it's their whole thing. And obviously bees doing what they do, it provides a service for all of us. Like in the movie, it shows what would happen if there's no bees, and it's not, it would be bad for all of us if there was no bees. There would be no flowers. There'd be nothing. Like everything that they do is so important. So yeah, there's something here about being consistent, doing something consistently, showing up consistently, even if you're not getting recognized for it, because you know the work that you do is very important. Thank you so much, Regina. I appreciate it. How do the cards work? It's just energy, man. I just read the energy. I feel the energy. I read the energy, and the cards are what I call a divination tool. They help me connect to spirit, and they help me read more into the energy. Am I manifesting? Personally, yeah. I think everybody's manifesting. Everybody wants something, right? That's all manifesting is. Hi, what's up, friend? I don't know if I texted you, but I was really gonna text you and be like, I'm going live. And then I was like, she'll see it. Maybe she'll just see me going live. But okay, guys, let's get into it. I haven't even pulled the general energy yet. You're right on time, friend. You are right on time. Here we go. General energy. Be consistent. Thinking B. So like the title itself to me, like I just explained the whole movie. Like I feel like it's just like it's about as an individual realizing your importance in the world and the part that you play. And taking pride in doing that work that you do, because you know that even though nobody's giving you a round of applause every day for doing it, this work is, you know, helpful. It's changing people's lives. It's healing. Something like that. Ooh, broken leg and broken wrist. Ooh, get better, friend. I feel you. I feel you, bro. I broke my ankle before. Not fun. This is the Ace of Pentacles. Also, I just went live, so check out that live. If you didn't see it, check that out after this one. And this same card came out in that live. That's why I'm bringing it up. I'm like blanking. What did I... Oh, that live was called Abracadabra. It's about the magic that Spirit is going to be doing for our... in our lives and for us as a collective. These are collective messages, so I'm not reading for anybody specifically. I'm reading for the collective as a whole. Okay, so general energy, I love to start with the Ace of Pentacles. Be consistent, thinking B. Thinking B. And thinking B is about like teamwork. It's about like doing something together. Yeah, it's all about teamwork. The fact that they can make anything happen when they work together. And that reminds me of like you and Spirit, because literally this is an exchange between Spirit. Yes, of course, no problem. This is an exchange between Spirit and you. When this cloud is literally Spirit coming out to give you this opportunity here. And whenever Spirit gives us an opportunity, it's an exchange. It's me as a human being like, I'm ready to work, because an ace is beautiful. An ace could be money, but it's like, what do you do with that money? You don't just hold on to it. You don't just blow hot air on it. You are going to invest that money into something. You're going to you want to make that money multiply for you, make that money work for you, right? And I got the message of be consistent, because in the Bee movie, they do what they do every single day. And a majority of them are so happy to do it. So there's something about like doing something and doing it like happily, like really loving what you do. Because like one of the guys, he was so excited when he picked his job. And then when he didn't get to do it, he was really disappointed. He was like, I was excited to do that job every single day with everything that I have, you know? Okay, let's keep going. Ace of Pentacles, thinking B, be consistent. There's already something here, like with the consistency coming through with that earth energy, because I feel like earth is consistent. Like earth is something that has consistency to it. Okay, here we go. Like it has like that routine. Some of you guys could have been building a new routine. The Moon card. Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces energy. Embracing the unknown. The King of Swords, air energy, Libra, Gemini, Aquarius. I hope your surgery goes well. Oh my goodness. Sending you the best. Mwah. I'm literally going to pray for you like after this reading. You pray right now, actually. Please pray that her spirit goes well. Angels, ancestors, and guides, please be with her or with them and bring them good energy. Amen. Okay, King of Swords. So King of Swords is all about asserting your boundaries. It's about being open. It's about being honest. It's about being transparent. But I'm saying all that, but it doesn't mean that you're overly communicating. Of course, you're welcome. It just means that you're saying what needs to be said. You're conveying the message that needs to be conveyed. And this moon to me, it's like that energy, like I said, like the unknown. It's like not knowing what's gonna come of you showing up as this King of Swords, but still showing up with that energy anyway. The word solid is coming through. And then as I said that, I heard solid as a rock. And then you have the Four of Cups, which talks about kind of being overwhelmed, like just feeling like you don't really want to take on any more energy because you are good where you're at. It could also talk about like boredom, or I don't know what word I'm looking for. It's not going to come to my mind. But yeah, it could just talk about boredom or like a feeling of being cynical. And it's really important to remember, like, are you bored or are you being cynical? Like if somebody has asked you to do something multiple times, like you keep getting these opportunities to do something, but you just don't want to take them, then it's not that life is boring. It's that you're not interested really in participating in these events. But it doesn't mean that life is boring. It's just that you are not in a good mood. You don't feel like participating. I have a song stuck in my head. And the lyrics are rain down on me. Rain, rain. When I see the Four Cups, I do feel like I have to say delay is not denial and rejection is divine protection. So somebody might be needing to hear that at this time. Bottom of the deck, you have the Ace of Wands. Yes, Melodies from Heaven is stuck in my head. Ace of Wands, which is a yes in the tarot, and this is two aces now. So you have two big exchanges from Spirit here. And it's opportunities to invest more in yourself and in your passion projects and in things that you care, like things that you create. Yeah, just these I call them passion projects, things that you have created, started them from the ground up with the Ace of Wands, and then you have the Five of Pentacles and the Three of Cups. It's been a while since I did this. I'm like curious for words from the book, from a book. So I'm like, there's a word I'm looking for. My brain is not giving it to me. Maybe the book will. Okay. It did give me a word. Could have been feeling like disappointed. Like it's like you feel like you've been investing in something and you don't know when that investment's gonna pay out, and it feels disappointing. And it feels like you just don't want to do it anymore. Possibly for some, like at sometimes you just feel over it. You just feel done with it. But I feel like your spirit team is like, nah, like no, be consistent. Keep doing what you're doing. Keep remembering how much that what you're doing is helping other people. Don't forget why you started it. Like that's almost the thing that's coming in. It's like, don't forget why you started it. Remember why you started it with these aces, because aces are the start of something. It's because you didn't want to be stuck in a lack mentality and a lack mindset where you felt like all you had was, like you had to just hold on tightly to everything that you had, and that there wasn't a lot to go around. It was scarce. And I feel like that's the energy that your spirit team is encouraging you to leave. They're telling you you don't have to put up with that. And that's why you started doing whatever passion you started doing, because you knew you didn't have to do that. You knew you didn't have to be uncomfortable forever like that. Like you didn't have to be in that lack mentality of discomfort. but it will require you to take on some physical discomfort, like change in finances or change in home, something like that, in order to follow these passion projects, to do more of what the passion do, spend more time doing your passion projects, investing in your passion projects. The moon. Tell me about the moon card, please. Cancer energy, clarify this moon, please. The Hanged One, Pisces energy. King of Swords. Your intuition is guiding you and is very strong. It's very much telling you, like when something feels right, it is right kind of vibe. Or when it feels wrong, it is wrong. Like you have clairsentience, the feeling of just knowing when things are right or wrong, and you also have claircognizance. Like your spirit team literally will tell you. Some of you guys, they show you in your dreams that when something is or is not working for you, or when you're supposed to be somewhere else, they will literally show it to you in your dreams. Tell me about this King of Swords energy, please, Spirit. Rain. And it's so funny, in the bee movie, he goes from, like I said, like there's one bee who just doesn't really want to be a bee, and he goes from fighting for the rights of bees, basically, because he feels like humans are stealing their honey, to, by the end of the movie, he's like, wants to be a bee again. Like when he actually like fights for their rights, and then they don't have to make honey anymore, and nobody has to do anything, and they're all just sitting there lazy. He's like, dang, I miss, like, now I want to be a bee. Like, now I want to do the thing I'm supposed to do. It's like when you're not doing this thing, you feel like you're supposed to do it. That's a clairsentient feeling. There's an intuitive feeling there where you feel connected and attached to this thing. And then I was thinking of this card when I talked about the Five of Pentacles. I thought of the Four of Pentacles because it was just giving this energy of like holding on to things. And literally, bro, here it is. Four of Pentacles right here. Holding on to stuff way so tight, where it's like you can't hold on to anything that tight, because eventually, like, there has to be flow. There has to be flow, and there's no flow in that card. I'm getting something about a budget here. Something about being very like, what's the word? Just being like on a strict budget, and like saying no or saying yes to things because it's like, I'm on a budget. Like I just can or I can't afford to do this or that. And now the word responsible is coming through. Like maybe you guys feel like you're being responsible. Like you've had to be responsible with your money. You can't just spend money willy-nilly. That could be an energy that you're in right now. You're just really trying to save. And I see like a lot of reflecting over money happening. Yeah, just a lot of thinking about money. And the expansion of it, like how it can expand in the future. Like it feels like a lot of, if I'm being really honest, it feels like a lot of like desiring and wishing and hoping for more money. Four of Cups, Spirit, clarify this Four of Cups. Clarify that Four of Cups. Clarify the Four of Cups. The Star. Did I not say wishing? Did I not just say wishing and hoping? I'm wishing on a dream. I don't know if it's I'm wishing on a dream or I'm wishing on a star. I think it's I'm wishing on a dream. Like, what the fuck? But it's like you gotta let it go. Aquarius energy. There's something here about detachment. It could definitely have to do with like helping other people. That's what I've been talking about this whole time. That's like the vibe of the reading. Like this has to do with helping other people. Humanitarian style, Aquarius style. But you might just be feeling a little disconnected, detached from people in general. Like, how can I help people when I just don't even want to deal with nobody right now? You just feel closed off. But it's like you're healing right now. Like you're in a healing era. Definitely, for sure. Because the star is about hope. It's about healing. It's about faith. So even though it feels like you're not really privy to the outside world right now, you will be soon. You just need a little time. And you're going to pop out like the star. Oddly enough, although I talked about budgeting, this does feel like there needs to be a detachment from finances in general. Like I said, there needs to be more flow. Because I just feel like it's not making you happy to hold on to it either. It's like it becomes an obsession to keep it. And I feel like that's why there needs to be flow. Because when you're obsessed with keeping it, that's not healthy either. Like just courting it. On the flip, maybe you guys are like encouraging other people to spend more, not to save, because you're encouraging this flow. Because you can see that it's like making people unhappy when they're like holding on to their money like that. So like you're like trying to like advise them like, hey, I think you should just get what you want. I also have a feeling of like something like that it's like you really want it, but like you're saying you don't want it. That's almost the feeling. Or like at this time, you might be too overwhelmed to really receive it. So spirit's gonna like bring it back around later when you are more open to it. Bottom of the deck energy, you have the Seven of Wands, the Death card, and the Four of Wands. Seven of Wands and energy of feeling like everybody, like a lot of people are coming at you and you're just trying to protect your own peace and get all these people out of your face. But sevens are the number of divine intervention and surrender. So I really feel like when you're in a Seven of Wands moment, as much as you fight, you're not going to win that battle. Like eventually you're going to get overrun and it's going to be the Eight of Wands and you're going to have to figure out how to like just go with the flow and like move with the energy. Like Seven of Wands is trying to stop the movement. Eight of Wands is the movement that you could not stop, that you did not stop. This feels like a different approach to doing something with the Death card and the Seven of Wands. It's like, yeah, like down with that, out with that, do something else. Like it just feels like it's welcoming in. That Death card feels like it's welcoming in the Eight of Wands. And behind it, you have the Four of Wands. So the first thing I think is like, cause like this reading is about being consistent. and thinking more honestly about the collective. Like that's honestly what it gives me the vibe of. Because when that bee did what he did, when he decided he didn't want to be a bee and he fought for the rights of bees everywhere, he took away making honey from everybody. He took that away from the collective, and the collective was not mad about it. The collective was happy. Like the collective was living their best life. Dang it, I just lost my thought with that I was going with that. But the Four of Wands, the Death card, and the Seven of Wands. The Four of Wands, success, happiness, stability. Happy birthday to anybody whose birthday it is. Happy Cancer season. Scorpio energy. Clearing something out, making way for something new. To me, like I said, this is like, I don't know another way to really say it. This feels like an energy that's welcoming in the Eight of Wands, like an energy that's welcoming in an energy that has more flow, that's moving around more, versus one that has more blockages. Because the Seven of Wands is a block to me. Yeah, more of a block. Yeah, not trying to block something anymore. Clearing out something. Let's see. What closing messages do we have for the collective? Story of your life? Yes. I love to see that you're resonating. I literally was so deep in the channel when you typed wow. Like I don't even know like what it was referencing to. I don't think I looked in the moment. But I'm glad it's resonating. And thank you for all the hearts. I appreciate all the hearts. Closing messages. Thinking be. Be consistent. I heard get your money up, not your funny up. There's such an interesting energy here of like this King of Swords and this Four of Pentacles is just like, I'm like, what are you doing here? I'm sitting with them, really. And the Four of Cups and the Star. Like, I'm feeling so much right now. Like, I'm not saying it, but it's like, it's almost this feeling of like accepting defeat. It's a feeling of saying I wanted something and then feeling like it's not going to happen. So then I'm just like, I don't even want it anymore. But it's your dream. It's the star. It's something you already wished for. But maybe that could be, maybe it's the energy for some of you guys. It's just that you've wished for something and you've actually like mastered the detachment. And you're just like so far like off of it at this point. Like you forgot you even wanted it. That could be for somebody, for some people. Closing messages here, Spirit. Let me get the closing messages. What closing messages do you have? Be consistent. Thinking be. I just want everybody to understand, like, thinking be and being consistent, like, my things, when I think of that in connection to the whole movie, it's about, like I said, doing what you love with a smile on your face, really appreciating what you do, something along those lines. Just really loving and appreciating what you do, even if you're not being recognized for it on some huge scale. Because that was also part of the B movie. There was these people like who did jobs in the hive, and then there was the guys who like actually pollinated the flowers. And the guys who did the flowers, they're like pollen jockeys. They were cool. Everybody wanted to do their job. It was like, ooh. But then if you're like the guy who picks the crud off of something, it's like that's like not, you know, a hot, sexy job. Like, you know. But it's like, that job is important. Every job that every bee has a job, and every job is important. Like, that's the whole thing, too, about, like, their teamwork and their collective is they all recognize each other for the hard work that they do. Like like the OG bees, they don't just appreciate the pollen jockeys. They appreciate every single person who makes that shit run. Because they know that it's a team effort and that it would mean nothing without the other parts of the team. And I feel like that's you and your spirit team. Like, you guys are a team. Like, you know that it would be nothing without them. Like, the work that you do doesn't mean anything without their help, you know? And vice versa. They couldn't do no work if you wasn't working. Like, faith without works is dead. Be no work without faith. Like, then we have the Four of Swords coming out, which speaks to resting. Speaks to resting. What closing messages do you have for the collective, Spirit? What closing messages do you have for the collective? Thinking be consistent. Thinking be consistent. I just need one, please. Can I have one card at a time, please? Be consistent. Thinking be consistent. Closing messages, Spirit, for this message. Closing messages for the spread. And it's like, literally my guy, like the main dude who like didn't want to be a bee. He did want to be a bee. He just wasn't doing the right job. And at the end of the movie, he ends up doing the right job, and he's so freaking happy to be a bee. But it was like a weird thing of like, I really feel like part of like his thing was like, he wanted the job that was like the super cool job, and I feel like the super cool job was only for like a certain grade of bee. Like, you had to be bred for that. Like, I remember them saying that. And he was just a regular bee. He wasn't bred for that. But he ended up doing that job, which it gives me like, it just gives like, if it's like, what's for you is for you, and nothing is gonna like make it not for you. Like, they literally ended up giving him the job at the end after he basically ruined everything, but then he fixed it. He found a way to fix everything, and they're like, yeah, you earned this. That shit was crazy. Yeah, my boy Barry. Barry the bee. What is the closing messages here, Spirit? Closing messages. The Page of Wands. It's giving shark tales too. Yep. All he had to do was love his own job. All he had to do in Shark Tale was love his own job. He went and put all himself through all that to realize he was right where he needed to be. Also, you guys, look at my eyebrows. Woo! She did me so right. She did me so good. I feel like a new woman. Okay. Four of Swords, Page of Wands. You might be feeling very tired, very sleepy lately. And like I was saying about, it's because you're going through some sort of healing, for sure. If you feel like you need a nap, if you feel like you need a break, definitely do that. Do so. Like, nurture your body when it needs that nurturing. And then I feel like you'll feel brand new after with the Page of Wands. Thank you. Thank you. Yeah, you're going to feel brand new after, like, giving yourself the rest that you need, taking the break that you need. Some of you guys might be feeling a little burnt out, and literally the sun is at the bottom of the deck as I say that. So I know for a fact some of you guys are feeling a bit burnt out, a bit drained. I mean, it is summertime. You know, it is a busy time. You could be out and about a lot. Remember to wear your sunscreen. And like I said, remember to take your days of rest, because just being out in the sun is very draining. So yeah. Thanks, sis. Closing messages here for the collective. Be consistent. Thinking be. It just feels like always remembering, like, it's like it gives me see the bigger picture Sagittarius energy from my Moonology deck. Like, it's just all about understanding, like, it's bigger than you. Like, that's what Barry didn't understand, is that that shit was so much bigger than him. Like, one little bee having this problem, like, almost killed all of humanity. Like, this nigga was fucking around and he was ready to find out with our lives. He was gambling our lives. He was like, wow, I didn't even know. Like, he didn't even know the whole park would die if they weren't making honey. He just had never thought about it. He just wanted to relax. He was just thinking, it's about not being selfish, like, literally, and just thinking of yourself. How can I help the world? The tower. Exactly. Exactly. His whole world came crashing down when he realized that humans would die if they weren't doing what they were doing. Like, if they just stopped. But it's a moment. It was a very valuable learning lesson. Like, we all learned something. We all learned about pollination that day. Number 16 breaks down to the number 7, the number of divine intervention, the number of surrender. So closing message is definitely break when you need to, take a break when you need to, take a break when you're tired, because if you don't, you will literally like crash out, like burn out. Like, that's the feeling I get when I see that. Yeah, if you don't rest, you're gonna want to crash out really bad. Aries energy, Scorpio energy with the tower. Leo, Sagittarius, and Aries with the Page of Wands. I just feel like rest is going to be really important. Like, I'm just getting this, like, energy of, like, you are just not going to be very nice if you are not getting your rest. For some of you guys, if rest is your thing, you're really going to be needing it. But some of you guys might feel like you're, like, don't use rest as an excuse to procrastinate. Like, do your thing first and then take a break and then take a rest. Like I was saying about Barry just wanted to be lazy at some point. Like, he literally just didn't want to do anything. But it's not that he didn't want to do anything. It's not that he was lazy. He was just not looking in the right place. Like, the jobs that he was being offered just wasn't the jobs that he wanted. And that's so interesting because I talked about forced choices in my last reading, in my last live, and now that's what's making me think of again. Because, like I was telling you guys, he had a choice. Like, he could choose a job, but the choices that he had were not the choices he wanted. Like, he wanted to be a pollen jockey, and only a specific other bees were allowed that opportunity to be pollen jockeys. So he had a forced choice. He had a choice. He could pick a job, but it wasn't the ones he wanted. And he ended up causing all hell because those were not the choices he wanted. He was like, I'd rather do nothing than do something I don't want to do. 4 of Swords. Like, he literally basically went to court, like, fighting for their right to choose whether they wanted to do it or not. Whether they wanted to make the honey or not. The 4 of Swords clarified by the 3 of Wands. Some of you guys are going to be dreaming about moving. Or you already have been. And now it's like on your mind that you would like to move. Clarify this Page of Wands, please, Spirit. Clarify the Page of Wands. Clarify the Page of Wands, the Devil. Capricorn energy. The High Priestess with the Tower. On the deck, the 8 of Wands, which I talked a lot about today. Okay. Message being, don't let your creature comforts hold you behind. I don't know if that's the proper way to say that, creature comforts. But yeah, just another way to say it is matters of the flesh. Don't let the devil, which is things that you love but are holding you back. Like it's like you're emotionally attached to those things, but like they're not serving you anymore. Don't let those things hold you back from your destiny for real. Like the things that you know are you're supposed to be doing. Because the devil talks about like devil backwards is lived. So the devil is how what are the things that you're doing in your life? Like really like how are you living your life backwards? What is shit that you just know you shouldn't be doing? Really? That's it. How are you living your life backwards? How are you holding yourself back from stuff, from life? And it could be smoking, it could be drinking, it could be shopping, it could be overspending, it could be so many different things. It could be doom scrolling. It's things that like are making you tired enough to procrastinate doing the things that you dream of doing. The things that you can do, you're able to. It's possible, but only with consistency. Only if you keep doing that shit every day. If you don't do it every day, it's not going to happen. But it's like these chains that these people are in this card, they're loose enough for them to get out. This is a choice. They choose to stay there because they are addicted. They love it. It's toxic. There's just things that they cannot let go of. They're codependent to it. Okay. Let's see what else we got here. That was the first message I just got looking at it overall. If I'm trying to break it down, I try to break it down by card too. The Tower with the High Priestess is like, you know, it's like you be knowing when shit's not good for you and when it's like it feels like a timer just ran out. The Devil to the Tower, it's like you knew something was like not working for you. You knew it was time to do something new, but you were holding on to whatever that thing was until it grew into a tower. And then it fell. And you already knew it was going to fall. Because the High Priestess with the tower, you already knew it was going to fall. You know why it fell. Like you already understand the lessons that it has for you. And part of it was that you knew the whole time that you were creating a tower and that you just need to stop doing that. Like when you see that something is not super beneficial to you, move on, you know, to something new. Or if like you tried something and it just isn't working out as successfully as you would have hoped it is, and it has more negative than positive, it's like, yeah, move on. Don't wait for the universe to make the shit blow up when you already knew. High Priestess in the tower, it's like you already knew that it wasn't for you. Okay, on the deck you have the Eight of Wands, the Three of Pentacles, and the Queen of Wands. Whatever it is that you're passionate about, keep working on it as consistently as you can. People like what you do. People like, they admire your work. They like your work. They resonate with your work. It's interesting to them with the Three of Pentacles. People think that you're fun, attractive, sexy. Like you have a very good personality. Like it's very radiant, very magnetic. It draws people in. And that's a good thing. You want people's energy to be drawn to your energy. It feels very magnetic. You feel like you're showing up in a very real, authentic way. And that's really attractive to a lot of other people. Like, it's just calling all these other people in, and it's inspiring to them as well. You're very inspiring. Absolutely. Absolutely. Okay, let me get final messages because I accidentally pulled my cards a little bit differently than I normally do. So I'm pulling a little bit more cards than I normally do. So I'm going to get the final messages. These are the final messages right here. Spirit, what do you have to say? Final messages here. Thinking B. Thinking B. Be consistent. Oh, I saw it. The Sun. The Queen of Cups. And the Eight of Swords. Get out of your mind. Shh. Get out of your mind. Shh. Leo energy, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces, and a little air energy, Aquarius, Libra, and Gemini. It's like, don't think about it, be about it. That's what I heard. Do things that make you feel happy, things that are fun when it comes to your... I'm hearing enterprise. I don't know why I'm going to say that for your enterprises. I heard it, so I said it, but I was going to say your business, like whatever it is your business is, your entrepreneurship. Put something, like, it's like it needs fun. It needs excitement. It needs joy. It needs laughter. Like, it needs this inner child light healing in it. Like right now, like, I'm doing a reading that's basically inspired by a movie from my childhood that I loved. I don't know, like, it just adds some fun, I don't know, to the reading itself, makes it light. So just a suggestion. The Nurture of Mugs, the Queen of Cups with the 10 of Brushes, the 10 of Wands, which is all about being overwhelmed, being a bit overstimulated, and reaching out to your spirit team for help, and asking them to come in and basically, like, relieve you of some of these things some of these burdens that are too much for you. And I love this card because this is the most relaxed depiction of the 10 of Brushes, 10 of Wands I've ever seen. And I love it because it's like the whole point of it is that you're stressed and it's time for you to ask for help. So if I'm asking for help, I don't want to be asking while everything is on my back. I'd rather be asking while I'm in a relaxing bath. That's just me personally. And then the Queen of Cups, it's like literally like like, I don't know, I feel like they both have the same exact vibe going on, like this relaxing on the water vibe. Don't overthink it. Just do do things that make you feel like, when you feel overwhelmed, I don't know, it's like bring some sort of ease into it, some sort of comfort to it that will make it not so stressful. The Artist of Pens, which is the King of Swords. It's like, just say what's on your mind. Like, this guy, he's trying to, like, I could see, like, he's written several things down and he's balled those pieces of paper up. And it's like, my spirit team, like, my spirit team is like, there's nothing wrong with what he did. Those pages that he balled up, they were fine. Like, it's like he doesn't even need to write what he's going to say down. He just needs to speak from his heart. He doesn't have a piece of paper to remember whatever speech he's giving. He's just speaking speaking his heart, saying what's on his mind. So definitely advice from your spirit team. There's some advice here to, like, have some hot tea. There's some advice here to take a bath. If you have a body of water near you, definitely utilize that. Go out there, get you some healing. Bottom of the deck, you have the 8 of Wands again, bro. And I talked about this card, so the fact that it's coming up as bottom of the deck energy twice is, like, confirmation of what I was talking about for this card. Inspiration, flow. And then underneath it is the 5 of Cups and the 2 of Wands, the 2 of Brushes. Stay inspired, be inspired, even if you're inspired by sadness. Be inspired by whatever it is that you are inspired by. You can be inspired by, you know, oh, I said sadness, but this is actually not a sad card. Be inspired by, it just gave me this feeling of like you could literally be inspired by anything, but you have to open your eyes and see what's in front of you. You can't be inspired with your eyes closed. I mean, you can. You definitely can. But it's harder to find inspiration when you don't look around. That's what I'll say. Like, it's easy to find inspiration like anywhere, but if you're not looking for it, it can be more difficult. This almost feels like the message here is to choose to be inspired. That's a choice. And I talked about your choices are very important. You need to choose to be inspired. Because if you're choosing to be inspired, almost anything is going to pique inspiration. Let the world in. Let energy in. Let people in. Because this is the... It just reminds me of like... I feel like he just has to pick a direction of what he wants to go, where he wants to go with his painting. But like, it could be anything. And it's already great. With what is happening so far, it's already great. You just have to keep going. But I do pick up a lot of just feeling like just over it. Just like, just don't want to do this anymore. Just not interested. But I don't think so, friend. I don't think you're done just yet. Can I have one card of advice here? Let me get one card of advice here for the collective. Be consistent. Thinking B. What do they need to know? With these 2 8s of Wands, I feel like you are very inspiring, very inspirational. Let me get one card, please. One card of advice here for be consistent. Thinking B, the Queen of Coins, and she was like literally like, she was in my last reading. If you didn't watch my last live, go watch my last live because I feel like it's gonna resonate. Bottom of the deck, the Emperor, and he was in my freaking last reading too. So your advice is to nurture and love yourself. And the more you do that, the more you're going to have... And I need to watch this show again so I can understand what am I looking at here. The more that you love yourself and invest in the things that are worth your time and energy, the more you're going to get out of those investments. Like, they're going to pour right back into you. Like, this is the energy of Midas touch with the Queen of Coins. Bottom of the deck, the Emperor. Literally, he is a businessman or businesswoman. Like, this is an entrepreneur. This is somebody who runs a tight ship, but they're loved. People love them because they're also wise and they're kind and they're good leaders. They want to be good leaders. They want their people that they're in charge of to be happy. And my friend who got these for me pointed out, like, Jake looks mean. Wait, this is Jake's dad. I think that's what she didn't realize. We both probably watched the show, but yeah, I don't think she realized this is Jake's dad. That's not him, because she pointed out that he looks mean. He's not mean, but his dad, oh, his daddy was something else. His daddy didn't play no shit. Okay, so yeah, that makes sense why it's him in this freaking card. That makes way more sense. Okay, now I'm gonna pull some oracle cards for you guys. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this reading. And I'm almost done. Be consistent. Be consistent. Thinking be. And even the Queen of Coins, like I said, consistency. Like that's one of the main things of the reading. Earth energy. Like you started the reading with the Ace of Pentacles. Your advice card is the Queen of Coins, like Queen of Pentacles. Like the consistency is consistency. The consistency is so important. Like whatever you're investing into consistently, it's going to return that investment. 49, Angel of Love. Bottom of the deck, you have Storm Warning. Before I read it, intuitively what I feel from it is like, it's just a self-love vibe. Again, like I said, the more you love yourself, the more you invest in yourself, the more you're going to get, like, I can't remember the word, but just like reimbursement, I guess, of that whatever payment, reciprocation of whatever payment that was that you put in. And I feel like the more you love yourself, the more you attract love. And I talked about like your magnetic attraction. So yeah, I feel like that's what this 49 might be talking about. This is all, not surprisingly, it's talking about like new love coming in, or deeper connections, like deeper, more intimate connections that you already have in your life being formed more so. You can't be my moderator calling me baby, Chris, but thanks for watching. But yeah, the more love you have for yourself, I feel like the more you radiate that love and the more you attract other people's energy. Because I feel like love is the highest frequency. God is love. Jesus is love, you know. Period. And then number 10, Storm Warning. I feel like this is just going to be talking about like something's, you know, going on, but it'll pass. They always do. Storms always pass. So this is it's a potential difficulty either in your internal or external world, within yourself or in your emotional life. The difficulty is coming closer, and you may have already heard rumblings of potential problems around you. The caution here is to be conscious yet not fearful. Consider what's going on and looking at the situation with calm clarity. Investigate your options and honor yourself and your intentions. Stand up for yourself and take action on your own behalf, as well as with all difficulty, even the worst storm passes. Always remember, you have the power and the wisdom to handle whatever may come your way. It's literally storming outside right now. Wow. That's crazy. And somebody on this channel taught me, and they were from another country. I can't remember what country. It might have been a country in Africa. But they said that when it rains, it represents blessings. And I was like, wow, that's beautiful. Because I did a couple readings in my car where it rained. And number 10 also represents completion, release, some type of ending, some sort of ending. So yeah, some of you guys, I don't know, I feel like love is coming to you guys and you're not expecting it, with the Angel of Love being here. Because it's like, that's the last card I was expecting to come out, I swear. That's the last card I was thinking of coming out. I was thinking of like maybe strategy, or like just one of those like abundance, like a card like that. So yeah, that was the last thing that I was expecting. You might not be looking for love or expecting love right now in your life, but baby, love is looking for you. Love might be looking for some of you guys. And like I said too, it's not just love like externally, it could just be more internally as well, which makes perfect sense. Like some of you guys are just loving yourselves more, which is beautiful, and I'm so happy for you. Thank you to everybody who left a like in the live. I have, if you're in the live right now, please like. I would appreciate it so, so much. Be consistent. Thinking B. Thinking B. And literally the part, it's so crazy. I was about to go the whole reading and not even talk about this. Thinking B is what they were chanting when the bees did something impossible. Like they did something basically that was impossible. And it's a whole thing apparently with bees. Like scientifically, bees should not be able to fly because their bodies are too big and the wings are too small. Which makes so much perfect sense. I never thought about this. I'm making this connection in real time as I tell you guys. I learned in spirituality that bees represent miracles. I'm just not connecting to that, to the science, that the fact that the bee should not be able to fly. That's a fucking miracle. Like, literally, it's a scientific miracle. That's crazy. But yeah. Thinking bee. It's like having faith in doing something impossible. Like, when they were all chanting Thinking B, they all knew that they were going to get their job accomplished because they all trusted within each other. They trusted within the team, and they trusted within themselves that it was going to get done. Thinking B, thinking B. Right. Angels, ancestors, guys, can I please have one African goddess? Can I please have one African goddess for this spread? For this spread. One African goddess for the spread. One closing message for the spread. Spirit, one final message. Oh, that's two. That's two. And I'm just going to take the one that came out first. Marie Laveau, good juju. Number 7. And this is literally about good luck. Number 7 is the number, which I've already said multiple times, the number of divine intervention and surrender. You have it twice. And I'm hearing, what's going on? What's going on? I don't really know that song. That's weird that I'm hearing that. But it feels like something's going on with the 7s coming through. On the deck, you have chords, a Razuli Dantour, which talks about like cutting spiritual ties. And then underneath that, you have Mami Wata, naked, which talks about like vulnerability, like feeling comfortable to be yourself and share, be who you are fully and not be scared. And it talks about the strength that's in vulnerability, how strong a person has to be in order to be vulnerable. And good luck is God, baby. Luck is God, period. Okay, number 7 says, great luck is yours now. You have been granted the greatest inheritance. Embrace your divine abundance. You have good juju. This is a time of increase for you. You are heiress to a rich heritage of divine prosperity. Accept your ancestral inheritance. Good juju is abundance. Luck is being supported by the universe. Abundance is God's way. Just as you want abundance for those who come after you, your creator embraces wealth for you too. Declaration, all I do is win. Great ancestress Marie Laveau was a larger-than-life New Orleans voodooian, I don't know that word, a successful spiritpreneur, the famous voodoo queen, first built a thriving business as a hairstylist. So entrepreneur vibes, which we saw with the emperor. Yeah, you definitely could have a business, but you could also be like into like, you could be a light worker or into like some type of spirituality or whatever input thing here, because there's so many different types. And last but not least, a Moonology card. Thinking B, Spirit, what is the energy? What is the energy here for the collective? Thinking B. But yeah, I feel like a little with the cards that we saw from the African Goddess deck, like they're letting you know that you are luck, you have luck. Don't be afraid to do anything. Like literally do anything and do everything because you are lucky, because you are blessed. Cut ties from people who you don't feel like you can be vulnerable around them. Like really pay attention to like how your energy feels around other people's energy. Like if you feel drained after you talk to somebody or something like that, like those are very important things, because if you do feel that way, you need to get away from those type of people. Yo, what the freak? See the bigger picture, bro. And I knew it. And I knew it. And I knew it, bro. What the freak? Thank you, Spirit, for the confirmation. They knew I was finna flip. They knew I was finna flip out. What the heck? Like, I knew, I saw that card earlier. Like, the freaking vibes of the reading was giving that card, but that was brazy. Like, when it came out the deck, I was like, no way, that's the card. And then I looked at it, I was like, that's the freaking card. I seen it. Yo, I seen it. Oh, my goodness. Oh, my goodness. Sagittarius energy, babes. See the bigger picture. How are you expanding? Thinking B. Be consistent, because don't forget what the fuck you're working for, bro. Don't forget that this is so much bigger than you and that your dream is so big. Don't forget. Keep seeing that bigger picture. Keep dreaming. Keep striving. Keep doing things that you have to do in order to make that bigger picture happen. Never lose sight of that bigger picture. Bottom of the deck, you have last quarter moon in Cancer. Take a breather. So yeah, it's important. Like we said in the beginning of the reading, like throughout this reading, it is important to rest, because there's a lot of healing that's occurring in your rest. But it's important to just to have that balance. Like take the rest when you need it. And it's important, I was going to say, not to procrastinate. Don't just be procrastinating. Like it's okay to rest, but make sure you get the things done that you really need to do. Thank you, girl. Thank you, girl. You saw that, right? You saw that. I don't know if you were here like the part earlier where I actually like talked about that card, but the fact that it came out at the end, freaking love it. I freaking love it. But yeah, my beautiful little bees. I hope that you guys enjoyed this reading. I definitely did. All the way. I'm like, should I read the book? I don't even feel like I want to read the book, because I feel like intuitively I'm getting what the message is, so I don't really feel like I need to read the book. Let's see. Am I gonna read the book? I don't think I am. I'm just not feeling it. I just don't feel like reading the book. But if you guys want to hear me yap some more, go to my other reading. I have another live that was posted today called Abracadabra, and it's about the magic that Spirit is doing for you in your life, and the magic that's inside of you. If you've been feeling magical, go check it out. Okay, love you guys so much. Bye. Actually, did I push this button? Hold on, y'all. I gotta make sure. Okay, I had to make sure I put a highlight in there, because if I didn't, that would have been really annoying. Okay, you guys, and I'll catch you guys in my next one. So glad I got to be here with you guys twice today. Don't be shocked if you see me live again. I don't know. I got some magic in me. I got the energy. I got some activation in me. I got some fire in me. I'm lit. So I hope that you guys have a great rest of your day. And if you see me later, I love you. And if you don't, I love you too. Okay, bye.